Shalom, shalom. It's your brother, Shema. I want to start off, of course, giving our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone, my teachers who I learned this truth from, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. You know, um, once again, this is the brother Shema from the GMS Cleveland branch. Um, um, and as you can see from the title of the lesson, Isaiah to the 4 verse 1. You know, which we know what times that we're coming into because we coming into some troublous times. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start off not in Isaiah 41, but I'm gonna start off with Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble." Right. So it called Jacob's trouble a great day, and it said, "Ain't no day like Jacob's trouble." Was goes to show compared to all of the other times on the earth, Jacob's trouble is going to be the worst time that ever, been, man. You know, it says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, right? And Jacob is going to be saved out of it because the Lord is going to have a remnant. What the scriptures say, I have preserved me, roughly paraphrasing, 7,000 which have not bowed the knee to Baal. So you're going to have a portion of Israelites, specifically the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, that's going to be delivered. And scriptures say, and famine thou shalt laugh. So you can only imagine what type of men, these women are going to be out here, you know, um, you know, like chickens with their head cut off, running around, you know, um, trying to figure out where the man of the Lord at. Because like we just read, it says, actually, I'll read verse 8. No, I'm sorry. Actually, it's like I was supposed to start at verse 6. I'm gonna read verse 6 and go up one. It says, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child." Right. He's saying, "Ask now and see if a man can be pregnant and cry aloud like he's giving birth, man." You know. It says, ask now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. It's impossible. Esau tried to do that shit. When he allowed these people to get their sex changed, these men, so-called men, become, ending up pregnant. You know, but that's not a thing that the Lord created on the earth. And allowed to be righteous. It says, "Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." Right. So that was symbolic for men travailing in the last days, man. Men travailing like they bearing forth children, man. Because the Lord cursed women with birth pains, and women started to cry out during birth. So that's symbolic for how men is gonna cry out, man. For pain and bitterness. It says, all faces shall be turned into paleness. And it's gonna be a pale face when you realize that the economy is, fully collapsing, when you realize that, you know, the mirth is extremely gone, you know. And what's gonna happen, man, you're gonna have a shift in actions. You're gonna have a great shift in actions and how people move. Shit is gonna start getting more tighter, less food on the shelves, more babies crying and babies dying and mamas crying. You're gonna have that's gonna be an abundance, man. You know, and that's all the judgment of the Lord. But I just put that precept because it just goes to show verse 6 that men is gonna be travailing out like women. You know, so, and what type of man? Because the scriptures say that the Lord is gonna have our back. You know, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. It says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir." Right. So a man is going to be sought for, man. Ooh, let's read this in the NLT, right? In the NIV. Slack. Isaiah 13 and 12 in the NIV. I will make people scarcer than pure gold, more rare than the gold of Ophir. Right? So the Lord is going to bring a scarcity to the men of the Lord, man. It's going to be a desperation, you know, and a looking for of those men, man. Right? Matter of fact, this is the book of Amos. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 12. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea. All right, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and shall not find it. Right? You know this ain't talking about no Christians, man. Ain't nobody gonna be running around looking for no Christians, you know, no pagan religion, man. They're gonna be looking for the truth, man. You Israelite camps that don't that fear speaking of and acknowledging the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you think they ain't gonna be looking for you. You gonna be looking for us, man. You know? You gonna be seeking out the true wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which we've been teaching this whole time, but now it's gone. You know, it's a saying in the world, you don't know what you got until it's gone. Well, the Lord is gonna extremely apply that to the world and the times that we're coming into. Because the Lord is gonna once this word is taken off the streets, is gonna cause a shift in how people act, man. People gonna people that they ain't normally even gave a fuck about, hearing the name Yahweh Shai is gonna be, going out of their wits, going crazy to look for the men of the Lord, man. And really I'm speaking about you women, but it's gonna be men. It's gonna be a lot of men doing that, but you women gonna be doing it too, man. It's gonna be a lot of men doing that because a lot of men, is not hearkening to this word right now. Which we know why, it's because the Lord is dealing with the elect. But these are a precious type of men that are going to be sought for, right? And why? Let's go to this book Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." Right. So men are going to have stability, man. We're going to be stable. The last thing on the earth that's stable right now are you women, man. The abundance of pride and um gathering abroad that's allowed by you women, because we're coming into some time so you're not gonna want to gad abroad. The scriptures say, "Let not a wicked woman gad abroad." Right? Let her not go out and party and do all this other shit, man. She really supposed to be a keeper of the house, a maid servant. That's what the word female means, a female servant, man. Right? I mean, a servant, you know. But the times that we coming into, you're not gonna want to get abroad, man. But it's gonna be too late for you to, try to seek out a man that's gonna try to keep you from going out and shit. We already had that portion of time where we was doing that, and that's now. We ain't gonna be out here seeking out no woman. And the times that we coming into, if a woman come, that's the will of the Lord. Because you is gonna have a 1/3 women and children that's gonna, be delivered as well. But the Lord ain't gonna be putting the spirit on us to go out hunting for women. You women is gonna be desperately looking for us, man. We're gonna have to run, man. We're gonna be on the run, right? This is the book of Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right. So only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, meaning, take away our disgrace, man. You know, because it's gonna be a disgraceful thing for a woman in that day. You ain't got no man and it's a time of trouble. That's fearful. That's a fearful thing, man. But that's your judgment. You've been talking down and talking shit about men, the creation of the Lord, for this whole time, really following out the ways of Esau. Because Esau hates the creation. Esau hates men. He hates why do you think he's doing what he's doing with the men of this generation? Allow them to be, you know, get sex changes at the age of 13 and shit like that, man. Age of 15, shit like that. You know? It says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, because uh you women is gonna be extremely shameful in that day, and you ain't gonna want to be by yourself, man. A lot of you women. But that's once again that's gonna be a judgment for a lot of women, to be alone. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 10. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless woman, right? Because you don't give a fuck, man. You don't give a fuck that the Lord made the world right and is upside down. You don't give a fuck that, you know, men of the Lord is out here prophesying, delivering men to salvation. You know, you don't give a fuck that Yahweh Shemel Shah is calling back, you know, people to grace and mercy. You don't really give a fuck, man. You know, and that's okay, because that's the reprobate spirit that the Lord want a lot of people in. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Uh, and the gathering shall not come. Trouble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare. Right. So all of that, um, you know, fine, or like, apparel that these women wear, the skirts, and you can read that in Isaiah 3, like the bottom of Isaiah 3, and if I'm mistaken, let me go back to that. Actually, let me read this, but I'm gonna go back to that. It said, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." Right, you ain't gonna be wearing fine clothes in the times that we coming into. It's gonna be a lot of ravage, a lot of kidnapping and all sorts of wickedness and fearful you know uh things going on, man. You know, yeah, but you're not gonna be wearing all that apparel, that freak apparel that Esau, allows, the women in the society to, embark upon, man. It says, right, so you can read that in Isaiah chapter 3 and 17 on down. It says, therefore the Lord will smite the scab and the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Right, so the Lord is going to cause you women to go bald, man. You know, it says, and in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments, right? Because you women brave, man. Esau allow you to do certain things, and you women just boasted up in your pride, man.
You better remember where that pride came from. It came from this devil. It ain't come from you. How about Shemi Shai? The Lord about to destroy this pride. He about to wipe this place clean. It's gonna be a clean slate, overwhelmed by fire, man. It say, in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their cords and their round tires like the moon. Right. So all of them necklaces and bands and bracelets and all that chains, bonnets, you know, earrings, you know, you know, perfume, right? All of that, man. The Lord's gonna take it. He's gonna take that, and that's gonna be him taking that pride too and that boldness. You know, man, you women proud, man. The Lord's about to bring you. The Lord's about to humble you women down, man. You know, and a lot of you ain't even gonna get a chance to even find the man of the Lord in that day. You're just gonna be stuck. That's the worst type of judgment, just be stuck with no hope. Book of Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right? So you're gonna seek out a man, to take away that shame and disgrace what you lived by, for this entire time, being in Babylon the Great, man. You know. But Lord's willing, this is edifying to an elect member. Wadi Abba Shem Shop, give me a spirit to be less next time I say Shalom. Shalom.